Well, early voting began in Minnesota this morning, which sites are opening up across the state now. And John Lordson was in Minneapolis and Anoka today talking with people about why they decided to vote in September.
I just want to get it done as soon as possible.
About an hour after early voting opened, Minneapolis residents took time out of their day to cast their ballot.
I know who I want to vote for. I don't need to see any more debates.
I always vote. I travel a lot, and I love the early voting.
The election center on Hennepin Avenue was steady Friday morning, but far from the high early turnout election directors saw in 2020.
For 2020, during the national pandemic, we saw a lot of people choosing to vote by mail or to vote early to try to kind of avoid the polls on election day.
But Minneapolis residents who did decide to vote in mid-September had hot button issues on their minds.
The right to choose.
I mean, a big one for me is reproductive rights are important. Wanted to come out and make sure that gets protected. The climate is another really big one for me.
Here in Anoka County, it was much the same. People had their reasons for showing up early to cast their ballot.
It just seemed like something new to do.
Nina English and Scott Grothe drove from Blaine to the Anoka County Government Center, hoping to make a difference in this year's election.
My wife's from Asia. She's a U.S. citizen now. She did it the tried and true way, stood in line, quote unquote. Immigration and inflation, those are my big two.
John Lordson, WCCO News.
Mail-in voting also opened up today for Minnesota voters.